1.5 billion people play football. 300 million of them dream of going pro. But out of every 10,000 kids who enter an academy, fewer than 50 will ever sign a professional contract. This video will show you why. Look at this pyramid. Billions play, millions dream, thousands try, and at the very bottom, a handful survive. The question isn't who has talent. Almost everyone does. The question is, what do the survivors have that everyone else doesn't? Is it talent? Is it hard work? Or is it something most people never even think about? Because the answer might completely change how you look at your own goals, whether or not they involve football. Close your eyes for a second. You're 10 years old, 80,000 people in the stands, chanting your name. Final minute. Score tied. The ball drops to your feet. You shoot. Top corner. Net ripples. The stadium explodes. You just won the biggest match of your life. Then you blink. You are hurt. You're back on a dusty pitch in your neighborhood. But the feeling stays with you. And here's the thing. Hundreds of millions of kids around the world share that exact same feeling. That exact same dream. Football is played in over 200 countries. Every year, more kids join academies, training before school, after school, giving up weekends. All of them chasing the same thing, a professional contract. It sounds simple. Play well, get noticed, make it. But that's not how it works. Imagine two 12-year-olds, both the best players in their town, both scoring every weekend, both hungry. From the outside, they look identical. But scouts see something most people completely miss. Scouts aren't looking for the best player today. They're looking for the best player in 5 years. The kid who dominates physically at 12 might plateau by 15. The smaller, quieter kid might hit a growth spurt and overtake everyone. That one shift changes everything. Studies show that nearly 70% of kids selected early for academies are eventually cut before they turn 18. 7 out of 10, gone. Not because they weren't talented, because talent alone is never the full picture. You walk into an academy, and suddenly everyone is as good as you. Everyone was the star back home. Now nobody stands out. Talent gets you in the room, but it doesn't keep you there. And this is where most dreams start to die. Here's what nobody tells you. Academies aren't just development programs. They're elimination systems. Every training session is an audition. Every match is a test. And every year, the hard decisions come. Some players get their contracts renewed. Others get a quiet conversation in a small office. We're letting you go. In England alone, over 10,000 young players are released by academies every year. Many of them were exceptional, just not exceptional enough. And even if you survive the cuts, injury is always waiting. One awkward landing, one torn ligament, months of progress, gone overnight. Over 60% of academy players experience a serious injury before turning 18. Some never come back the same. Others return to find their spot has already been taken by someone younger. But the hardest part isn't physical, it's psychological. Your entire future feels like it depends on every single training session. Every mistake feels massive. Every bad game feels like the end. Studies show mental health struggles are the #1 reason academy players quit. Not lack of talent, not injuries, pressure. So if talent isn't enough, if hard work isn't enough, if even surviving injuries and pressure isn't enough, what actually separates the 1% who make it from everyone else? It starts with obsession, not just playing football, studying it, dissecting it. Research shows elite performers average over 10,000 hours of deliberate practice. That's 10 years of focused, purposeful training. Not just kicking a ball around. Every session has a specific goal. Every weakness is a problem to solve. Great coaching becomes everything at this stage. A good coach spots the flaw in your first touch that you can't even feel yourself. They watch your mistakes on video, over and over. One small correction can ripple through your entire game. Elite players don't just train harder, they train smarter. Then there's tactical intelligence. People call football physical chess, and they're right. A top player makes around 1,000 decisions every match, most of them in under 2 seconds, with defenders closing in at full sprint. The best players don't just react, they predict. They're always 2 moves ahead. Physical conditioning matters more than most fans realize. In 90 minutes, a midfielder covers over 12 kilometers. They sprint, stop, jump, tackle, dozens of times. Your skills mean nothing if your body gives out in the 70th minute. Elite players train strength, mobility, endurance. Everything becomes a performance decision. Even what you eat, how you sleep, it's all part of the job now. Top clubs hire nutritionists, sleep coaches, data analysts. One player treats recovery casually, another treats it like preparation. Over a year, that gap becomes enormous. Studies show even one night of bad sleep reduces sprint speed by up to 3%. At this level, 3% is the difference between winning and losing. Here's the thing. Nobody talks about elite players fail constantly, missed passes, missed goals, bad games. Even the best players in the world complete fewer than 80% of their passes under pressure. Public criticism, fan frustration, social media hate. Failure is a daily reality. But what separates elite players isn't avoiding failure. It's how fast they recover from it. They don't spiral after a bad game. They don't make excuses. They don't disappear. They reset. They refocus. They come back harder. That cycle, fail, reset, return stronger, is the hidden superpower. That's what makes an elite prospect. Not one magical talent, not one lucky break. It's hundreds of small advantages, stacked every single day. Talent, deliberate practice, tactical intelligence, physical conditioning, elite recovery, and above all, mental resilience. All of it, together, consistently. Then one day, a coach calls you into the office. Years of training, years of sacrifice, years of doubt. You sit down, you wait, and the words come. We're offering you a professional contract. The dream is actually real, but here's the final truth. The average professional career lasts just 8 years. Most retire before 35, many before 30. Signing the contract isn't the finish line, it's the start of an even harder race. Every opponent you face was once the best player in their town, too. The competition never ends, it just moves to a higher level. So what does it actually take? Not just talent. Talent opens the first door. The players who survive share 5 things. Discipline when motivation is gone. Resilience after getting knocked down. Patience through the slow, unglamorous years. Courage to keep going after public failure. And consistency to improve every day, even when nobody's watching. Football doesn't just select the most athletic, it selects the most consistent, the most resilient, the most driven. It selects people who keep showing up long after quitting would make more sense. And here's why this story matters, even if you'll never play professional football. Almost every big goal in life works exactly the same way. Success rarely comes from one lucky moment. It comes from doing hard things consistently, long after the excitement fades, long after everyone around you is stopped. The player lifting a trophy isn't celebrating one great match. They're celebrating thousands of invisible moments. Early mornings no one saw. Extra reps no one counted. Parties missed. Pain trained through. Years of refusing to quit. That's what it actually takes, not just talent. The determination to keep earning it every single day. If this video hit different, subscribe. More stories on football, science, and human potential coming soon. Because every professional you admire was once just a kid with a dream, and no guarantees.